I would suggest relax. Oh no, sit down, but not relax. Because what I want to discuss is the problem of distracted driving. And at first, I think we need to address, is it a problem? And I want to show you something.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
No, I've got to get up for work tomorrow, man. Come on.
So he goes, all right, I'll go up the pole. So he's got to go up the pole, how much? Right. And Leo's got 100 quid. 100 quid to go up.
Come on.
Touch my hair.
Seatbelt.
Yes. So Leo, he's only got his pants and his bow tie on it, and he just starts climbing it. And the lights go on, and everyone's looking. And do you think I should drive?
Yeah, what was I thinking? Just got to get this text off.
My turn to drive. Good driver.
When I ask to people, is it okay to drink and drive? I think most of you will say, no. If I ask them the same question about texting and driving, they say, it would be nice. We don't realize the problem of distracted driving and also about the statistics. We started our company in 2016, and why? The question was asked 5 minutes ago, why we started. I was a problem, because I was constantly distracted, playing with my phone, and also constantly moving forward in thinking what was possible. In the beginning, just watch the message, still alive. Next thing, I could read, still alive. I could answer, also still alive. But what I didn't realize that I'm driving into death without realizing it. And that's really happening in the brain. My wife said to me, "You are totally addicted." I thought, oh, again, what a problem I have. But I think she was right. And at the same moment, we thought, okay, we need to find a solution that we don't ask the people to use it, but we make it impossible. Because we talk about an addiction, and an addiction is totally different than other kinds of problems. Because solving an addiction is only making it impossible, not talk about the problem. We talk a lot about this problem. Because does anybody don't understand the problem where we are talking about? Distracted driving, is that something new of the smartphone? No. Who has ever played with his phone while driving? Honest, please. That's too little. Are there also human beings in the room over here? Okay, I will show you something. When we started the company, we had a mission, and we still have a mission. We want to save 1,000 lives with our solution, and because of distracted driving. At this moment, 25%, and some say 27, 28, 20, and insurance company thinks it is even higher, because what we have seen earlier today is nobody fills in. I was playing with my phone, and that's why the accidents happens. But 25% of the damages related to smartphone use in traffic. I think you know how much money that is. But I don't think we need to talk about the money, but the people who are involved. 1 out of 4. That's huge. Is it only the younger drivers? No way. When we look at statistics also within insurance companies, I'm 48 years old. I am, at this moment, the same problem as a 19-year-old driver. Because the 40ers think they can drive and play with their phone, but they can't. Here we show also the impact in money. Again, money, sorry. The big difference between addicted to alcohol and addicted to the smartphone, it's over here again, my smartphone, is something else. Because we drink and drive, yes. Is it okay? No. But we don't drink all the day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Some people do, but they have a totally other problem. But the addiction of the phone is, let's say, totally lunatic. Do I dislike this thing? No way. I like it, because it helped me a lot. But not in traffic. That's what we need to realize. What will happen if we make it impossible to use with your phone while driving? Significant reduction. Again, money. But at this moment in Europe, 16 people die per day because of smartphone use in traffic. So, how late is it? 8 today, already. So, 10 years ago, this problem didn't exist. And I know now, because of the other presentations today, everything about the history of South Africa. But 10 years ago, this problem wasn't there, and now it is the biggest threat in road safety. And we are all addicted. We have made an innovation. A big innovation. This is it. This will save a lot of lives. This is a sensor built in a car, a truck, a bicycle, or whatever, everything what is moving. It makes a connection to your phone by Bluetooth, low energy. And what happens when you get in your car? It automatically makes the connection, the same as your car kit works. And when you start to drive, not sitting still in your car, but start to drive, we close the screen. Nothing else. So you can be relaxed. Hands-free calling, allowed. We can switch it off if you want, but normally we say we have a law, and that is hands-free calling is allowed. That's possible. Navigation, by a navigation app, is allowed, but nothing else. Reading the emails, answering the emails, WhatsApp, watching movies while driving, and they do. The third part is we have a dashboard, because without control, nothing will work. So we have in the system built in, because you can do for example, when you switch off Bluetooth, we know. And within 1 millisecond, you receive a message from Clive, that's in the gamification. Could you please switch on your Bluetooth, because we need it for the system. Within 1 minute, you receive also an email, and we ask nice, by the way. But because we need the Bluetooth of the phone to make the connection. What we see in practical is that there are also people who switch off Bluetooth while driving. And for example, push the home button of the iOS phone while driving 150 times per day. And we make it impossible to use. So in the dashboard, we show the statistics. And we are very positive guys, so we start with a 10, and the 10 is great. But if you switch off constantly your Bluetooth, pushing the home button while driving or whatever, and it doesn't help also, your score is lowering. So it is all about the gamification, you mentioned also. And what we see within our customers, reduction around 24-25% in claims. And that's huge. What is unique about our solution? I have also a bigger one. This is for trucks and for buses. This pod lasts for 1.5 kilometers, guaranteed, sensor. The smaller one, that's for cars and for bicycles, 350,000 kilometers. Without changing a battery, we don't need a wire or whatever. And so we make it impossible to use your phone. What is unique is we don't use any GPS. Most apps use GPS. Now, not in every country that's a problem, but for example, the Germans, it's really a problem. So we don't share any location data, we don't need it. There's an accelerometer inside of the pod, so we know exactly if you are driving, yes or no. Where you are, it doesn't matter to us. For iOS and Android is this a solution. There are app-related solutions, you maybe know. App-related solutions don't work. And why? You don't have a solution for iOS. Yes, I know iOS has their own solution, but you can switch it off and nobody knows. When you talk about an addiction, you can't solve it by yourself. So what people do with an addiction is say, yeah, tomorrow, or yeah, after, yes, okay, we will manage. No way. When the boss is speaking to you and tell you, well, we have a zero tolerance, you're not allowed to play with your phone, everyone agrees. Say, oh yeah, yes, of course. At the parking place, totally different. We do exactly what we want. And yeah, that's the problem we need to solve. These are some screenshots from the app. And in the app, we are helping the driver to get better behavior. I have an 8.7. I'm on the third place of 7 within our group, within our company, but I don't know who is above or below me. And also in the club, we see how many damages we have saved in the meantime, and that's because of statistics. You also see that I get some information how I get better behavior. And that is over there, press the home button while driving is my problem. And it helps me to get a better score. The data is always 30 days, and after 30 days, you can increase again. We are very happy to be part of the Geotab marketplace. Everything is arranged right now, also an API for the data. So the customers of Geotab, when they use our solution, they have one dashboard, and I think that will be the future. We have won some prizes. That's nice. I also want to show it, but okay. But this is more interesting. Customers. And we need customers to be successful. We want to save 1,000 lives. We can't do it by ourselves. We need you to be successful. And I want to mention Heineken. Is somebody of Heineken in the room? No, okay. The beer is not drinkable. But what they have done very well is, marketing-wise, I think they are king. And what they have done within their organization, every employee within Heineken uses our product. With a company phone, company car, private phone. That's strange. Why should you, when you have a private car, private phone, use this kind of solutions? Because we are selling handcuffs, and most of the people don't like it. What they have done is every department have their average score, and they reward departments for good behavior. And I know it's easy for them, because they are sponsoring the Champions League, Formula 1, but they reward the departments for good behavior. So in a department, the manager of the department has a balanced scorecard, and that is 8.5 and higher, and he or she receives money. But he or she doesn't know, in the group, who has which score. But I know, you saw my screen, I know what my score is. So when we have a 5 or a 4 as a department, I'm totally relaxed, of course, but there are some people who are sweating a little bit, because they know they are responsible. So what is happening within that group, a certain group pressure on the positive side, they want to be rewarded. And it is a whole game, and the people within Heineken, 25, 35. So it is doable. Average score, 9.5 and higher. I mentioned also the reduction, about 24-25%. Rentokil Initial, we're rolling out with them in 71 countries. The problem was, we were already discussing about this kind of solutions, but there was a deadly accident in France because of smartphone use in traffic. And then I am a little bit angry. And why? Not on that person that it has happened, but we are responsible to solve this problem. You are responsible to solve this problem because now you have heard the message. And I really mean this by heart, because what we can do is say, yes, I fully understand. And who has children in the room? Okay. If I say to you, you can have to have this device for your children to be safe on the road, and it costs, let's say, around 50 euros covered for 4 years. I think directly you would say, okay, I pay the money because everything for the safety of my children. And why not for your customers, for your employees, or whatever? And that's so strange constantly that people say, yeah, I see a lot of people doing it. But they don't reflect their own behavior. And that is so strange. You could say, yeah, you should have invented this product earlier, because then we weren't addicted. We are all addicted. All. To the phone. And that's what we need to realize. So what I'm asking you is thinking about if you want to have your people safe from A to B, if you want the people you love safe from A to B, act. And that's the only question I ask. Act on this topic, because it is still increasing. And I want to save 1,000 lives. I want to save far more. And we can do it. And now it is 25%, and I think it will increase the coming period. So what I'm asking you, please help us to get our goal and have everyone safe also at home later. Thank you very much.